What up, guys? What up, Bryce? What up, Chris? A good ice cream today. Got metal finally for the old Ford Ranger here. And I didn't want to do another video just cutting the floor, so I figured I'd try to get the rest of this metal today. That way, my next video I can start showing, cutting the floor and everything else. No, it's cooled down quite a lot. I think it was 80, 82 today, but the humidity was way down. Michigan gets humidity, and at 90 degrees, it might be 100 is what it feels like. Last night it was warm in here. I was sweating pretty good. Sun's been down and stuff, so. What are you guys up to? Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I just gotta be careful of the sparks. Gotta find my flashlight. I don't know what I did with that thing. I remember what I did with it. There we go. Started putting this other places. I lost it. Hold on, we got to put on our work uniform here. Wish this thing was a little bit smaller, but it fits a little loose, but not bad, right? I know it's backwards, but stuck at work. It's not fun. How's the old heat index for here at today, Bryce? I mean, iSpider Garage. This button will not cooperate. I wanted to have some more made, but sure, they're like 50, 60 bucks to have them made. I can't afford to have a whole shitload of them. Anyway, let's get you down here. 98, man. 111. You guys got me. All right, so we got pretty much all this cut. The wires moved. I got this panel here to move, and I gotta move this one out, and then I gotta figure out these bolts for the seat mounts. That's about it. I got one back here. Oh, you can't see that one. I got one back here yet. For the seat mount. This one was beautiful. So I'm not quite sure yet, because now that I cut that, I got to cut up here more, because that's gone. Probably gonna have to cut about way up in there. Otherwise, it doesn't feel too bad. But anyway, we'll try to knock some of these pieces off here. Gotta get my other screwdriver. Don't remember where I left her. No idea, man. Never float your boat there. Grab my channel locks too. I can't find any of my tools today. Starting to get messy again. Right where I left them. What's up, everybody? Got 34 people watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the likes too. What's everybody up to today? Yeah, I should have been a doctor or a scientist or something, but here I am cutting some rusty ass floors out of this Ford Ranger. Need one of them those spot rivet cutters, whatever they call them. So we hit 10,000 subs the other day, and I've been thinking about doing a giveaway, but I don't know what to give away. Jesus Christ, Chris. I don't know, this day and age, hey, good luck with that one. There you go. See, like these spot rivets down here, I'm sure you probably can't see, but sheet metal goes on and then they kind of just spot weld it to the chassis. If you can't find them, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but sometimes you can bend them around. Hey, thanks, Chris. Appreciate the hitting the like button. That's my good screwdriver too. Probably not good that I'm behind on my tetanus shot. I'm just gonna make them, I guess. I wanted some 18 gauge, and the local fab company real close to work didn't have it. They had 16, so I just went ahead and got 16. He doesn't want like how it was. He just wants it to not be so rusty and actually the cab be mostly solid, because he just wants to drive it on the trails and then maybe to work a little bit. Quite honestly, I could probably just cut it out, lay it in here, and weld it without even, attempting to make it look nice, and he probably would never care, but of course we're gonna do our best. Plus two, not having doing the floor pan because it all the way back here was all rusted out too, so I figured if I just get a piece of sheet metal, I'll just cut out what I need and just kind of hammer it in place lightly as I go along. I'm already bleeding. You get out my camera equipment I can stick on my head, so you guys can see what's going on. But let me do some moving around here real quick, see if we can make this a little bit better. These tripods are nice, but man, there's so much to move them around and get them just right. Then the screws come loose. They got nice ones, but you pay $100 and some for them. How about that? Now you guys can see what I'm doing. That way, if I smash my finger, you'll see it. So I think we're out. I think we're got a video coming Friday. On this one, we're fixing the shifter and the radio. And then the next one, I don't recall what the next one is. I think I'm working on the mower, but it's because I had some stuff that I had to fix on that real quick. But I'm hoping to get some more content on this going. This light down here, we can see a little bit better. So pretty much I'm just gonna get, kind of the bulk out of here. And then I'll just take a grinder with a flap wheel. Just kind of smooth these down just a little bit. We're gonna clean up all the contact surfaces. And gotta get this. Gotta be careful because our fuel line's like right there. Then we can drill holes in the pan and spot weld them. But I gotta finish getting all this old stuff off here first. You know, I gotta say that so far it's not too bad. What's up, everybody? Got 42 people in here. Appreciate if you hit that like button for me. Helps me out. Try to bend that up a little bit so we can get our spot weld down there. I think it's right there. That way, the old Craftsman adjustable hammers here, they don't last very long. Yeah. I gotta say though, I mean, this one's rusty, but it's like the body's not rusted that bad, and the cab's mainly just here and where the driver's seat was. The passenger side looks great. The only thing I can think is maybe the truck sat with the window down at some point. But the door doesn't look too bad. There you go. We're getting there. So like, they got the covering for this, for the floor, and this stuff just soaks up the water. And then it just sits there and it starts to rust. I mean, you see it, oh, you can't really see it, but it's just hard plastic. You know what happens, you start getting this rust on this channel, and it's gonna soak even more water. And there's only so many cleanouts. Once you start getting dirt in there, that dirt plugs up the hole, and then water starts to get underneath it, and it makes it faster. And then if you're in Michigan like me, you get the salt, and it eats everything. It's so bad. I'll get a Probably get another day to get this all backed out. But we're gonna do another screwdriver test. Pretty much you just take a number 1 Phillips here, and you're just gonna start doing this. You're gonna listen. It's like there. Let me turn the camera a little bit. It's like here, I did not see this when I cut this floor out originally, but up here, right here is real thin. This is all solid. This seems to be good. Yeah, we're gonna say that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and probably just cut this piece out here, and then I got more than enough material. And then we'll start sanding these down, start getting our piece of metal figured out, and start moving along. So we're not doing all the body work on this, but we're going to do most of it just on the cab. It's not going to be a show truck for those of you that haven't heard yet. So let me grab my grinder. And we're going to take this little canvas we got from Harbor Freight. Actually used these for my wedding years ago. Hung them in the garage for a nice divider. But we're going to take these and try to protect the dash and everything the best we can, because we don't want to burn it up. It's not going to be perfect, but we got to do our best. All right. Get you guys down here where you can see. That way if I cut my finger off, you guys got a live view of it. So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to do that. Do that. That gives me something. It's probably loud, my bad, guys. Sparks are cool, right? Hoping there's no hidden wires down there. Okay. This is gonna be hot, so just be careful here. And there we go. So that piece come out pretty easy. So we're gonna go ahead and set this one off to the side, because then we can set this on our new piece, kind of trace it, and be pretty damn close to where we want to be. What up, Woody? Chris, I have no idea what that is. No idea. State Chemical sells some really good rust converter. Like really good rust converter. It's very expensive, but man, that's got to be the nicest stuff I've ever used. I use that for work a lot. We're up to 79 people. Thanks for hitting all those likes for me. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, we're gonna move this out of the way here. We're gonna start. Yeah, battery's dead. We gotta change the battery real quick. Grab the flat disc. I bought these cheap M18 batteries, and they worked really good. And then all of a sudden, I had one that failed, and now this one, like I use it 10 minutes, it's dead. I wish this was a little bit bigger grinder. It works, but it doesn't have enough torque. All right, Chris, I'll check that out. Thanks, man. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna grind down these little spot welds here. That doesn't have to be, you know, super fancy. And then we're just gonna clean the rest up a little bit. And then we'll start cleaning the edges of this. We want a nice overlap, so when we start putting our piece of metal, we don't have any impurities when we start welding. I don't know if I'm gonna MIG weld it or TIG weld it yet, but this will get us started for now. Got 100 people watching. Holy cow. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is buddy's Ford Ranger we're working on for him. I was hoping he would drop in the comments, but I don't think he's going to drop in the comments tonight. This is the old metal panels too, so you know, you get some spider webs and you get some white smoke off from it. It's all galvanized, so one thing on these older trucks you got to be careful of. Just so everybody knows, I'm not a body man. I'm not a good painter, none of that stuff. I just do my own stuff. And if it looks good, cool. If it don't, cool. I gotta live with it. It's pretty dusty in here. Whew. Can't even talk. This will be a little difficult because I didn't pay attention to this, but right here I got this coating where I cut that sheet metal for the floor. I'm gonna have to peel this up quite a ways. Just kind of go with the flow. That way we can expose this floor. What's kind of nice about this is it's not sticking like other cars. A lot of other cars and trucks kind of got like a tar on it, and it's really hard to get off. Some of the older cars, a lot of people use dry ice, and when you have this stuff on the floor, it's really pliable and it's sticky. You can take dry ice, you just coat the floor with it, because dry ice is super cold in a solid form, which is carbon dioxide, and they'll go in here and they'll just start busting it off. It's the easiest way to get it out. Yeah, cut my thumb. Can't show you because I'll probably get kicked off for it, but I don't like to use gloves because, you know, like to feel what I'm doing. I know it's hard to explain to people sometimes, but I've got injured a lot more wearing gloves than I have not wearing gloves. Usually you buy a floorboard for a lot of these trucks, and when they sit down, they overlap, and then you can just stick it on there, draw your line, start tacking, and then you start pulling and pushing until it lines up all the way down. So it'll be a little bit more difficult when we do it. Yeah, we got another piece. There. Actually, I think we're gonna have to cut this whole section of floor out here for our little seat bracing, because I believe, yeah, yep. Okay, so what do we got attached here? One second, guys. Wasn't planning on that. Well, I think we're gonna have to cut this, drill out all our spot welds along that, because under this we're gonna have to have access to. So let me see if I can peel some of this up. It's amazing, some of this is just, you got this floor that's so bad, and then you move, you know, 6 inches this way and it looks brand new. It's just hard to believe that sometimes. Okay, yep, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead, put my cutter cutting disc back on. I'm gonna bump you guys back over here. Sorry. Man, we had 100 people watching at one time. It's pretty cool. Haven't had that in a very, very long time. Appreciate all the likes and everybody that's stopping in. Yeah, Chris, I work in food industry, and we were looking at getting some of them. They're just a lot of work. What I mean by work is the dry ice is nice, but you have to use, there's different sizes. So there's like rice pellets. They're real fine, and if you're gonna do a job, you gotta either have like a super freezer, or like you get it and you gotta do it now, because that shit just starts evaporating like the second it rolls off the truck. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut it right here because I don't think there's any spot welds on that spot, and I think that'll be the easiest for me to do. So I guess let's don't think about it and just do it. Yeah, remember I told you about those batteries? I'm missing one somewhere, and I can't find her. Probably gonna be a bottom to that, isn't there? Maybe not. All right. Well, it's not what we should be able to do. So they sell a spot weld cutter, and I don't have that, so I'm gonna use a bigger drill bit. And try not to drill more than I need to. But if you drill too much, you go right through the floor like I did there, because my dumb ass wasn't paying attention. We're gonna try to drill these spot welds, and then try to pop this out without bending the shit out of it. Okay. Now if we pry on it too much, it's gonna bend it so bad that we won't be able to use it. If you drill it, then you can kind of pry around it. Sometimes it'll give. when the metal's clean like this, you can see the spot welds really easy. When it gets rusted, it's almost impossible to see it. So I'm trying to just drill enough to break that spot weld. It's kind of nice to have a bigger bit, but see if we can get under there enough. Check something real quick. Not sure. Got the wife fed her parents, picking up the child, so kind of watching for her. There we go. Looks like we have maybe 2 more on this back section here. We got, boom. All right. Now, how much is on the other side? Like we got 1, maybe 2. Gonna get you guys over here. Still got 22 people watching. Appreciate you guys. Really do. All right, guys, give me about 5 minutes. All right, y'all, we got about 10 minutes. We gotta call her quits, so see if we can bang this out real quick. Actually, since this is so rusted, we're just gonna drill through this one. And then we'll drill through this other one as well. Since we're gonna have a somewhat new floor on this side. There we go. So we're gonna end up putting a new plate on this so we can put a new nut in for our seat. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll knock some more of this out through here, and then we should be good to go. So anyway, I gotta run. So appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight on this random live. And if you want to see more on this Ranger build, got some videos out there already, and got a few more coming. So we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.